was chaos in stage 4 of the Tour de France. A number of riders caught up in this nasty collision. Tour newcomer Fernando Gaviria claimed his second stage victory, winning the 195-kilometre leg in 4 hours and 25 minutes. Belgium's Greg Van Avermaet retained the overall leader's yellow jersey. To AFL and a boost for the Swans ahead of their round 17 clash with North Melbourne. The Hunters' Isaac Heaney, Gary Rowan and Tom Papley are all expected to line up for Sydney at Etihad Stadium on Sunday. Team officials say Heaney has fully recovered from the concussion he suffered a fortnight ago, but he'll be monitored at training for the rest of this week. He was hoping to have his suspension reduced, but Roy O'Donovan's appeal was dismissed at a hearing in Sydney last night, meaning he'll be banned for 10 FFA Cup and A-League games. If the Jets can make a run in the Cup, the striker will wipe a handful of games off his ban before the A-League season starts. Defending champions Warners Bay will be missing 2 big names, but the Panthers remain confident of winning a second straight state cup this weekend. 6 WPL clubs will face lower league teams from the Hunter, as well as 2 sides from the North Coast. They're the outright leaders in the WPL this season, but the Panthers will be missing W-League stars Cassidy Davis and Jenna Kingsley for this weekend's State Cup.
Fielding a fairly young team with a lot of under-20s coming into the mix, but all the girls are really excited to play.
The defending champions had one hand on the trophy today, but are they a chance of claiming back-to-back titles?
Winning the first State Cup title last year was really exciting, especially from coming off the grand final loss in the Premier League, but we're going to try our best.
University's Annalise Rosnell also held the silverware. She's hoping her side can advance from a tough group.
There's a team from Coffs Harbour that we get to play in our group stage, so I feel like it'll be pretty hard. People have been talking about them a bit, so we're looking forward to that as well as playing the WPL teams.
Whatever happens, the girls know the tournament is a great way to showcase emerging talent from a range of clubs.
Girls get to see sort of where they can go from our club if they want to take that extra step, and just see that they can do it when they're playing teams like this and they can hold their own.
The first game kicks off at 6:30 at Spears Point on Friday night, with the final to be held at 4 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Sydney's Monica Johnson has retained the outright lead in the girls' events following the second round of the New South Wales Junior Championship. Charlestown's Jai Picken shot a 68 on day 2 to top the leaderboard in the boys' division. Starting the day in second, Picken quickly made his move, registering 3 birdies and an eagle on his opening 6 holes. He turned the corner with the tournament lead, then gave himself more breathing space with shots like this on the 13th. Jai tapped in the putt for birdie on his way to a second round 68. One of his playing partners, Lewis Hoth from Queensland, shot a 72 to sit in a tie for 4th. Overnight leader Louis Dobbelaar started well with 2 early birdies, but 4 straight bogeys left him with plenty of work to do on the back 9. He finished with a 73 and now sits in outright 3rd. Queenslanders dominate the top spots, but the Hunter will still have a handful of representatives during the final 2 rounds. Joshua Robards from the Newcastle club shot a 74 to grab a tie for 22nd, while Nelson Bay's Harry Clear produced this on his second last hole to set up a birdie, ensuring he'd make the cut by 1 stroke. Branxton's Corey Lamb shot a 75 today to make the cut by just 2. The girls' division and the top players from the boys' field will now finish the tournament at the Charlestown course. Team, that's our look at sport.
Thank you, Mitch.
Good one, thanks, Mitch. Stay with us, Gav. How's the weather next?
Hey, whoa.
Sorry.
If you can see danger coming, you can stop it. At Specsavers, our optometrists can detect a range of health conditions before they become big issues. Every standard eye test includes free digital retinal photography to examine the back of your eye. So seriously, you should go to Specsavers. Book a full eye examination today.
What do I like most about our Clicker? Its interior. From its panoramic view monitor to the tilt and slide moonroof. I can't get enough of it.
Toyota Kluger, built for families, designed for attention. Oh, what a feeling. Toyota.
It's your domain, where good cooks become great at the home of complete kitchen appliance solutions. All the latest technology from all the hottest brands, now at Domain. Pyrolytic ovens, induction and gas cooktops, canopy range hoods, freestanding cookers, warming drawers, steam ovens and more. Let our expert team design the perfect package for your needs and take advantage of our offer exclusive to cooking appliances. No deposit, no interest and no payments for 12 months. For the love of cooking, discover your Domain now.
The Choices Flooring's 15-day sale is now on. With up to 20% off a great range of flooring, you're sure to find the floor you've been searching for. But hurry, sale must end July 15. To find out more, visit choicesflooring.com.au. This weather update brought to you by Original Mattress Factory, Bennett Green and Rutherford. Compare us to the big brands. Same features, but great savings. Using nothing but tap water and the deep cleaning power of steam, the Karcher Steam Cleaner kills 99.99% of bacteria. Check out our customer reviews online. When you find it, you can feel it, and everything else falls into place. Everlight Diamond Pendants from $129. Discover your missing piece with the new essentials at Michael Hill.
Hipsters. Jackpot. You're even smarter with your money now.
Handcrafted those? Handcrafted.
So take out APIA home insurance plus car insurance and you'll get 10% off both. It's time to switch to APIA.
Let's go!
Mazda Outlet sale is back. Go to MazdaOutlet.com.au for big savings on run-out models, demos and clearance stock. Ends this weekend at MazdaOutlet.com.au and at your nearest Mazda dealer.
So any plans for the weekend?
Oh, yeah, just day night.
Go your own way in the adventurous Isuzu MUX from just $44,990 drive away.
Time to get the very latest on our weather now with Gav.
Thank you so much, Paul. Well, it has certainly been cool, a little bit milder throughout today and this afternoon. We've got another on the way as the colder air moves back in just in time for another chilly but clear weekend. It has been a little bit gloomy. Yesterday it was along the coast, but still very little cloud cover making it throughout the inland parts, and obviously still very much a dry situation throughout the interior. Some rain over the past 24 hours moving in across central Victoria tonight underneath that cloud band. This will produce more snow across the alpine areas. It's not a huge dump, but it'll top up the cover nicely, dragging in more cold air. It won't produce anything of significance. So the upper Hunter still incredibly dry. Murrurundi, as I mentioned earlier and in our stories, now at level 6 water restrictions, the highest possible because it is so incredibly dry, and dams have almost completely run dry as well. So nothing from this latest system, just a little bit of cloud there yet again as the trough line moves offshore. That weak shallow low just pops out over the southern New South Wales coast, and that's where the shower activity will remain. Most of the nation is going to be dry yet again. Late showers for Perth as that front arrives. Throughout the interior, cold but fine during the day, lovely across the top end. With that little system in the east causing some showers to fall, but again, totals are going to be very limited indeed. Temperatures today cracked the high teens after what was a very cold start. Frosty one again around Cessnock Scone with a negative figure start to the day, and close to it on the western side of the lake at Coorambong's weather station. Taking a look at conditions now, you've got the humidity at about a halfway mark for the valley. There's a little more moisture content there along the coast again, thanks to the onshore breezes drawing in. Tomorrow morning's westerlies will be back, and they're going to strengthen. In fact, that's because we've got that approaching system moving across the southeast, so that's going to squeeze out some milder air. The westerlies holding their ground. around. They'll be chilly in the morning yet again, but becoming a little bit milder throughout the day. So again, we're looking at the high teens tomorrow with that westerly set to hold for most of the day. A little bit milder overnight. Still fairly cold conditions, but not as severe. Down to about 6 degrees there throughout Wallsend and surrounding suburbs. Down to about 3-6 degrees Cessnock to Maitland, and should remain above freezing, so no frost there throughout the upper Hunter. Morning fog patches about, fog and mist across the lower Hunter, and potentially the upper Hunter as well throughout tomorrow. It's quite calm. Seas only at 1.5 metres tomorrow. The westerly winds gathering some speed up to 25 knots potentially offshore, and the swell at 1 metre, 1.5 metres. Looking at a high tide tomorrow morning, 7:25, dropping to the lows just after 1, sun to rise just before 7, about 5:02 approximately, and down just after 5 with that new moon on the way this weekend. It's going to be cold, it's going to be clear, dry and sunny. No rain on the way, nothing in sight for the upper Hunter. It's not a good news story here. It is going to be quite cold across the weekend, and we'll probably see the frost return Saturday, Sunday and Monday morning as well. Pretty chilly stuff also for the Central Coast. Surface, liking the look of tomorrow again. The banks, though, a little bit wobbly throughout today. The morning session certainly better with the cleaner water. It's got a little lumpy and bumpy in the afternoon. Those rock shelves, reef breaks again starting to work and finding those banks that are offering some waves. So we should have a little more of this again throughout tomorrow. Cold in, cold out, but a little bit milder as we move towards lunchtime. So enjoy, have fun.
Thank you, Gav, and that is our bulletin for this evening.
But today's show will have the latest headlines from 5:30 in the morning.
State of Origin Game 3 live from Brisbane is next.
All of us here, though, for now. Good night.
Good night.